XM 105, Sirius 206, the Opie and Anthony channel. The Ron and Fez show starts right now.
Okay, let's get down to it, boppers.
It's the Ron and Fez show on that Funk Friday. Black Friday's happening right now. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. We started this off with doing the butt. But look up on the iBank for those pictures today of the volleyball girls from all around the world. Whew.
Pretty ridiculous.
That is the healthy butt.
These girls are in great shape.
They are. It's amazing. One of the things that you check out when you're watching the Olympics, and by the way, if you don't, I don't understand it, because this is the perfect ADHD thing of all time. You're just jumping around constantly. We got girls volleyball going on right now with our girls volleyball team. Last night, of course, you get to see the Phelps stuff.
Hell yeah.
You get to see Earl, Gabby Douglas dominate the world, the all-around. It was amazing. By the way, it's the secret language of Olympic ass. And the debates are already in of, who the winner of this is. I think they're all winners. They're all winners.
Also talented.
Yes. I don't know if I could pick. It might be just a constant tie for first. Yeah, it is like a little extra 3 o'clock. There's no doubt about it. Some days you just want to do 11 o'clock one.
Why not? Go early.
There's one thing that can bring people together, bring the world together. Phenomenal night all the way around. And America completely in love with Earl, Gabby Douglas. Now, I told you before, always the crazy thing is that there is some kid that we didn't know a couple weeks ago that everybody's going to be like, I love that kid.
16-year-old little girl.
16-year-old kid who looks even younger and just flies through the air. I don't even understand the scoring because it all looks pretty incredible to me.
Yeah, it's all fucking, no one I know could do that. It's all fucking really impressive.
No one I know could even walk across that thing. Like, if we set up that beam here and said just walk across it,
no,
I don't think any of us would make it. Josh, Indiana, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Morning, fellas. I'm sure Pepper probably found this pretty insightful to his own life, but Bob Costas' segue after Earl Gabby Douglas wins the gold segues to a commercial with, I'm sure, African-American girls all over the country will be inspired by this gold medal, and then NBC runs a commercial of a monkey on the rings.
It's a monkey.
Yeah,
it's a monkey. It's not a person. Anyone who sees any racism in that commercial, I think today, 2012, is the racist. I don't think that you're supposed to... I don't think a non-racist person would jump up and think, what the hell is NBC thinking? I think, aren't they doing a TV show with a monkey?
Yeah, that's coming out this year.
I don't even think that we needed to get into the place of an African-American girl. We can see it, and the kid, when you look at the kids that age, it's not a big deal to them. They don't have our history. They don't have our fucked up history. So I don't think kids are sitting there thinking, finally, a black kid has done this. Because most little girls that are watching this is their first Olympics. They don't remember the other stuff.
That's nice.
And little girls now, I don't think, sit around and think about race the way we did years ago.
Twitter blew the fuck up over this stupid commercial.
Of course it does. It's
the
Twitter
most
blows up about everything.
It's just a raw nerve.
Blow up about this. We got beautiful asses from all around the world.
You like that Twitter,
up on the iBank today.
Huh?
Who would you pick, Hicks? I'm going to put you on the fucking spot here.
Give me 3-2.
That surprises me.
Or actually, maybe 3-1, because the hand signal she's giving looks like she's going to start fucking her fist. And I just find that amusing.
You know what? They're both great. They're very, very different, both great. 2-3 is pretty amazing. And, of course, 1-4 is kind of a phenomenal thing because there's touching, the old give you a nice spank on the butt there
Sure, good work.
as we move along.
Good work, girlfriend.
We got so much stuff on the show today. DL Hughley Unmasked. It's actually a great one, and I think everybody's going to enjoy it. He's a really funny guy, but he's also a really smart guy, kind of an outspoken guy, and also one of those guys that can flip the truth on you. So something that you thought of as truth, then you got to go, wait, I don't know, maybe, yeah.
You're making sense, DL. Fuck.
It's always my favorite kind of comedy of people that I don't necessarily agree with, that I go, oh, I get it now. Boy, let me think. Let me give that a shot. That's always the best kind of comedy.
DL was amazing. He's really awesome.
And also, we're going to have a guy on who was on Reddit. Was he an AMA guy?
Yeah, he did an AMA in the Ask Me Anything section on Reddit.
And the reason why we wanted to get a hold of him is like, I think Hicks is the one who found this. And then we sat around talking about it after the show for a long time because it's one of those fantasy things. This guy quit his job and took his motorcycle around the United States. And it seems like that's something that every American should try once.
It sounds like that's like literally the trip of a lifetime, where that you'll be talking about that for the rest of your life.
The weird thing is you don't have, I mean, it could be, you could do this several times, you could break it up, but America, everywhere I've ever traveled, I know it seems like fucking almost corny to say, but we don't have an unbeautiful state. Now, there's parts of every state that are shitty, but every state is, you can find extreme beauty, and then the thing about it that makes us different than, let's say, Ireland or England or France, is that it does feel like a different world than the other beauty. You know, when you're in Maine, it's hard to believe that you're in the same country when you're in the Everglades or Mississippi or the Rocky Mountains or the Great Northwest or the deserts. I mean, we have a phenomenal country for all the bitching that we do. We also have a pretty excellent road system still that you can get out once you get away from the cities and just travel, just cruise around. And this kid, his name is Eric, there's just something about his story that jumped into us, and we thought it would do the same thing for you. It's from the AMA, which is Ask Me Anything, up on Reddit. But this kid quit his job and decided to do it 100 days, and basically did it over the course of a summer.
It's ridiculous, man.
You still got August left, and there's still a lot of great stuff that you could do. Let's go over here to Rex. Rex, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, it's Max, but you sound like $1 million, man. Sorry.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm heading off to London tonight, man. One of my best friends, she's running the marathon on Sunday, and my wife's racing on Monday, man. So just want to make sure that people out there are watching them, supporting them. There's a lot of good Yanks in those races as well, so it's going to be a huge event.
What's his name?
My friend's name's Kim. Kim Smith. She's one of the favorites for the marathon, and my wife's name's Marina. She's a Serbian. She's running on Monday in the 1,500 meters.
Wow, this is got to be crazy for you.
It's going to be intense, man. I'm pretty psyched about it.
Where are you staying?
My buddy from college, his whole family lives in London. They work for Vodafone or some crazy shit, and they've got like a massive pad in the center of London. So we ride on the marathon course, be able to watch everything. It's going to be awesome, man. I can't imagine
the excitement level. It's got to be just through the roof.
Well, you know, we got about 30 people, like New Zealanders, English, bunch of Americans coming over, man. It's going to be a hell of a trip.
By the way, nobody parties like those New Zealanders. They're almost scary.
Yeah, I was friends with a Kiwi. It was a chick.
Yeah.
She was just fucking hardcore. It was awesome.
By the way, did they have the nickname Kiwi? Because my friend had the nickname Kiwi. And he was one of those guys that would wake up in the street and then go to work all day long. And then at 5 o'clock be like, we got to do it, mate. We got to get out there.
Fucking insane.
Well, best of luck to you, Max.
Thanks, man. My wife's a huge Fez fan, too.
We'll be keeping an eye out on her. Congratulations. It's going to be fun. Peace. That's got to be nuts to know somebody in the Olympics.
And one of them's a favorite or whatever? Holy shit.
I think you're going to be the favorite in the next Olympics.
I should start training now. Get my fucking
What
smoke
sport would
on.
you go for, seriously? I'd like to see you in the 100 meters.
I don't.
I think today starts track and field.
Yeah.
Finally.
Fine, here we go. It's gone. I don't think I do very well in 100 meters. Give me like a gun or something. Let's get a shooting or archery.
Synchronized swimming do anything for you?
I can't swim.
By the way, when we get into this story with Eric, I'm honestly thinking, take some time off, get a Harley,
All right.
and put you in the back, riding bitch the whole way.
I don't want to ride bitch.
Short shorts, no shirt, in case I lay that fucker down, you can get the nickname Road Rash,
No,
the way we
thanks.
always want you to have.
No, I never wanted that.
Road Rash!
No, I'm not.
That'd be a fucking great nickname.
I'm not
for you, dude.
answering it to that. It's going to be fucking really painful.
But seriously, let's do this thing. You want to ride bitch? Because I know you don't ride a bike, right?
No, but I'll learn. I want to ride.
Do me a
bitch.
favor. Don't wrap your fucking hands around my waist. That's really embarrassing.
I know. I wouldn't want to do that. I feel odd.
Don't try to put your chin on my head. Like, get tired of me doing one of those guys like, oh, that's better.
Take the fucking load off.
I actually had a friend pull over and start fucking swinging at his buddy because his buddy was taller and was just leaning his chin for like 100 miles. And finally he just pulls off the road, doesn't say anything to him at all. They get off the bike and he just starts fucking swinging at him.
That's awesome. That's hysterical.
You know, yesterday we were coming up, who better than Michael Phelps? I don't know now. Now maybe I'm giving it to him.
He started fucking weak, but he's come on strong as fuck, man.
It just goes to show you how just fucking wishy-washy we are.
Oh yeah. As soon as he fucking whatever, he came in fourth, he didn't medal.
I
What the
never
fuck
could
is
see
he
him
been
win it
doing?
again.
Fucking taking bong hits for the last 4 years.
I know.
And that Lochte asshole talking all that shit. I beat him for the last 4 years in every other fucking race. Well, you look like an asshole right now, Lochte. Fucking Phelps is still the man.
Lochte also looks like he has the meanest dad in history. His dad is just staring at him.
Fucking shit.
Like, when do we get in the car? What did I just waste my money on last 4 years? Food eater. What do you want to do now? Go home and eat more food?
Fucking swimming.
Because it ain't free.
Lay off, old man. Jesus Christ.
I wonder if
Kids
those
in the
guys
Olympics.
just gets, like, I wonder if sometimes, like, when they're training, they just look at a pool and throw up. Just like, I can't get back in there.
Why wouldn't they? It's their entire fucking life. Like fucking 14, 16 hours a day, whatever the fuck they do.
They live like half fish.
Constantly fucking pruny. Shitty lifestyle.
We got to pick out a fucking good thing for you, Road Rash. Long jump mean anything to you?
First of all, I'm not going to answer the road rash. And I don't know if my ups are very fucking big enough to get into that long jump.
I mean, obviously not today.
I got 4 years, right?
Yeah, you have 4 fucking years to dominate this thing. And I mean, if we really focus on it, I think you could do it.
I guess if we can start the training.
I hate to tell you, though.
Yeah.
My hair's got to go. I need you fucking military cut.
I want to be the fucking Olympic wild man.
Jerry, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, I was watching the Today Show live from London this morning. They had Lochte on there. He dropped the F-bomb. He said, "Oh man, I fucked up," and then it cut away. It was hilarious.
I fucked up. I got to tell you, Matt, I shit the fucking bed. What can I tell you?
I fucking blew it.
I fucked up. And by the way, even though he did that, the world is still okay. The world's still in okay.
No, what if children, they'll look up to this fucking young swimmer? What if they
You
hear
know
him
what?
say
Then
fuck?
those kids can say fuck too. How's that?
That they won't
Just-
be able to be swimmers.
Just not in front of grandma. This is going to be a total, of course. I'm going away this weekend. I still got to figure out a way of making it total 100% Olympic weekend.
You need online feeds. That's the key.
All right, what's the app?
I
Give me the app.
think there's Olympic apps. I'm not sure.
I want something.
I-
You know what? I want also, instead of just having this stupid droid, I need a big giant screen just to walk around with all the time.
Like a giant iPad.
So Phelps might be the greatest of all time. Johnny was wrong again.
And he's still got, I think, three events to go, so he could end up with 22 fucking gold medals. And he fucking loves to get high.
He's going to win every one of these events. He'll never lose, and then he's going to go on to the next one and win those.
It makes it better that he started off slow. That
By
everyone
the
turned
way,
on him.
I want to put this out there. London's doing a fucking bang-up job, too. Everybody's having a great time. It looks great. It's Olympic fever.
Yes, NBC's the one's fucking up. Oh, God, Federer, please. Oh, no.
Why are you hating on NBC?
Because nothing's live. Oh, shit, I have Federer to take this fucking match.
Everyone does. Every single person has Federer.
It's not looking good.
But then at least the entire league will lose at the same time.
All right, good.
Because it was like 99.9%.
This is a fucking upset special.
The fucking thing is, I was going for the other guy, and I got talked out of it.
I mean, it's a smart move. Federer's #1 in the world.
I know, but I had a feeling.
Fuck.
And I got talked out of it. And I'm not saying by who.
Oh,
I'm just going to leave it out there.
Oh, boy.
Nate, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, I was wondering if you could play that get your Michael Phelps song by former Philadelphia Eagles boss Shawn Andrews.
We'll look into it. I hate to play a lot of songs on a day like this, though. It's such a nice day. Can I tell you something else about this entire Olympic things?
Yeah.
It is crazy to me that we don't see a lot of these sports on ESPN, that we watch so many talking head shows and no beach volleyball.
Well, Sports Center's on 7 times
and there's
a day.
3 ESPNs, there's fucking 3 Foxes, and we should be able to see some of these other sports. They're great.
And now NBC Sports, which is just another new sports network. Yeah.
I also would like to see just open betting on everything. The way they're doing it. England has it, and they seem to be okay. They just bet their ass off.
I would love it.
John, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
What's up, Ron and Road Rash? Hey, I was seeing if you knew that Ryan Lockwood, his dad, or you know the story about his dad and brother. Like his dad used to be in prison for something, now his brother's in prison. He's coming from like a really shitty background. Have you heard any stories about that?
No, I had no idea. I just know that his old man looked like a hard dude. I saw him.
Supposedly, he was his dad was in prison for like drug trafficking, and his brother right now.
That don't make you a bad person.
I mean, he's coming from like a bad, kind of fucked up background, but now he's kind of like, he's the son, kind of pushing through, like, kind of making things happen. But now you see that bad attitude in him, and you wonder where it's coming from.
That's a great American story. I love it. I love it. That's a great American story the whole way. In a little bit, we're going to be getting into a chance to talk to a guy who took his motorcycle through 48 states, 100 days, 100 nights.
Amazing.
That's how he did it. Now, me and Road Rash want to do the same thing.
His name's not Road Rash. Pepper.
No helmet, no shirt.
That's just dangerous.
Short shorts. Or, you know what, and you're not wearing any fucking shoes either.
Oh, come on!
Because I don't want anybody to think that they're worried about my fucking driving. I'm going to fucking do such a perfect job that you're going to be out there totally fucking ready. If I lay the bike down, that you will get your... Now we'll find out why you had the nickname Road Rash all these years.
I've never had the nickname Road Rash, and I'm not getting on that bike.
You're surly today. I mean, you know what? It's Friday. This is how you get a little cranky before drink time.
Fun Fridays, baby.
Christine and Charlotte, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I was just calling about Lottie's dad, who's my swim coach, and just everything you're saying is dead on about him.
He's just a tough guy?
Yeah, tough guy. It was a DUI. He wasn't in drug trafficking or anything. It was a DUI.
Okay, so that's
Jesus
nothing.
Christ.
I mean, whatever it is. The guy did whatever.
Who cares?
You know, he's out. It's good. He's turned everything around. He's got a great kid. Look what he's done with Christine and Charlotte. He's turned her into a fantastic swimmer.
Oh, she's great.
Where did you swim, Christine?
Daytona Beach, where we grew up. But, yeah, I was swimming with Lottie, and his coach was intense as shit. Like, he treated us all like we were Olympic swimmers.
That's great. That's perfect. Let me tell you something about Daytona Beach, because I lived there for a while.
Yeah.
Everyone had been in jail before. The entire city has done a little time.
It's fine.
That's true.
Fine.
All right, love the show. Just wanted to call in.
All right, talk to you later. Congratulations on seeing your old swim coach doing a lot better than you. I mean, everybody else went on and did great. You're still there in Daytona watching on TV, like me and Road Rash.
Fucking funneling beers.
This is a big day for Fez Whatley because he's put together today's 5.
Oh, shit.
And he hasn't done that before, so he's going over his notes. I know we got to probably have like a big fun cereal song because Fez Whatley is doing the 5 bizarre breakfast cereal. Now, what I don't even understand about the title, Fez, isn't every cereal a breakfast cereal? Are there some cereals that are not breakfast cereals?
I think like maybe a shredded wheat. Something like that is like any time.
Well, I think all cereals are any time. I don't care what anybody says. Cereal is a late night snack.
Delish. Go Highin'.
What? By the way, what is Delish?
Delish, yeah. Yeah, Delish.
What's your hurry? You can't throw in the ush.
I'm just, I'm going short, trying to stay hip.
Why don't you just say it's Del? This fucking food is so Del. I do agree with you, particularly when you're a kid, that you become, I've smoked my pot, now I'm going to eat all the cereal in the fucking house.
2 days ago, I was like, fucking running out of milk. This is bad, man.
What kind of cereal is your high-end cereal?
Corn Pops. I fucking love some corn
You're
pops.
old school?
Yeah.
You're old school. And I agree with you. I don't know if they've ever done better. Like, I don't know if any cereal that's ever gotten better since, like, the 60s. You know what I mean? Like, when they were still, like, introducing there. But I think, like, the 50s and the 60s is the golden age of cereal. And then everything after that is some kind of bits of candy.
Marshmallows.
I don't want a marshmallow.
Constant marshmallow.
For breakfast. That's a fucking... Imagine, right, if someone tried to hand you a marshmallow and said, here, eat this as a breakfast side, you'd be like, get away from me.
Dip in some milk first.
Well, Fez, you went in a different direction. You went bizarre.
Yes.
Breakfast cereals. And are these breakfast cereals that are still served, or did they come and go like a karma chameleon?
They came and they went. Not one of these are still on the grocery store shelves.
All right, I'm curious. What is your big cereal song?
I don't have a big cereal song.
Oh, you had the Rice Krispies theme or any of those. All right, there's no music to set up to this, but it is something that Whatley cares about quite a bit. It's bizarre cereals. Fez, what made you pick the 5? By the way, these are up on the iBang in the box there under the 5 bizarre breakfast cereals. What made you pick these over any others?
Well, these end up at like kind of in 2 different categories where...
Categories?
Categories, yeah.
Okay, I'll draw it.
Where it was like a cereal just based on a fad that was happening in the country.
Hicks, you know what this is in this category?
Circle.
It's a corn pop. Now I'm going to take you a little more old school. At one point, they were called sugar pops.
What?
Before sugar had such a awful connotation about it. But everything years ago used to have sugar first. Sugar Crisp, Sugar Pop, Sugar Smacks. And they used to say, you need this sugar for energy.
And then with Sugar Smacks, they tried to go to their Honey Smacks.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. All right, so you said it was a fad. It wasn't all that important. If anyone wants to get in on this, you can write up on the iBang under 5 bizarre breakfast cereals, and or give us a call at 866-0-FEZ. Now, the reason why we got into this, me, you, and Rob were talking about what Fez knows and what you feel comfortable talking about, and you brought this up as a place of expertise.
Sure.
You aren't, with all your OCDs, you're not just a regular go back to the same cereal every time guy. You go out and try different cereals?
Yeah, what'll happen is I will get stuck on one, but it won't last forever. I mean, I'll go a Rice Krispies route for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then go to something else from there.
And when that happens, fuck Rice Krispies, fuck fish, it's gone.
It's like they never existed in my life.
How long will it take Rice Krispies to get back into your rotation?
It'll probably take like 6 months before something gets back in.
See, I was thinking it was years. If you're going 2, 3, but do you get into these wacky cereals? Do you eat them at all, or?
I stay pretty traditional. That's why I think these are just bizarre.
Okay. All right. Fez Whatley's showing that he's willing to put himself out there and say, this is something I'm an expert on. bizarre cereals. Give us your first one, Fez.
Dunkin' Donuts cereal.
I never heard of this.
Yeah.
Were they really little donuts?
No, they were cereal, but they were like supposed to be like little glazed donuts. Actually, that was the flavor they came in. Glazed.
Did you taste it?
Those I've tried, yes, before.
And did it taste like a donut?
No, it just tasted like a really sugary, like a really sugary Fruit Loop.
All right, so
that's redundant.
Yeah, it is. But wouldn't it have been a better idea if they just would have used small donuts?
That would have been fantastic.
That would have been brilliant, right?
That would have been a great cereal.
Like when the ice creams came out and those little fucking balls for a while.
Oh, Dippin' Dots.
And everybody acted like it was better, and then again, they just treated.
They're gone.
Yeah, this is astronaut ice cream. But I think a bowl of really tiny donuts would be so fucking funny. And maybe delicious.
And I don't know if this was born out of guilt. Like, mothers were giving their children donuts anyway for breakfast, and it's like, no, here's something that they're basically calling a great start, a nutritious breakfast.
Why do you feel bad about that? Every day that Road Rash used to wake up, his mom would have a Boston cream on a plate next to a Marlboro, and he would just sit down and have his breakfast.
It was a light.
And you don't finish your breakfast, you don't get a beer. So,
now they
smoke it to the filter, boy. Those things are expensive.
Now, with Dunkin' Donuts cereal, they even used the Dunkin' Donuts mascot guy, Fred the Baker. It's time to make the donuts.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
And then, if you watch the TV ad that's on the iBang...
Spy report. Spy report.
Girls soccer team won.
Spy
yeah,
report.
you like that
Spy
shit?
report.
Rest of the
Spy
fucking
report.
world.
Spy report.
USA all the way, motherfuckers.
Spy report. Spy report.
Your shit.
Spy report.
I'm so proud of these 50 states. All right, so little Dunkin' Donuts. When did these come out, Fez? How long did they?
I think Dunkin' Donuts cereal was like early 90s.
Wow.
When they tried that. And if you look at the commercial, the Dunkin' Donuts guy is serving it to his kid, who is just this big round kid. So it's like, yes, you're basically eating a box of donuts for breakfast.
All right, but it wasn't donuts.
No, it's
All right,
cereal.
Dunkin' Donuts is out of the cereal business.
Yes.
If I was Post or General Mills, I would have tried to come up with a really big fucking Cheerio and put that out against donuts and like have a Cheerio donut. Actually, that's a fucking great idea. I'm going to get a hold of Mike right now, Mike Kaka, and say, what kind of cereal cupcake can we come up with? All right, that's number one for you. That's a good one, Fez.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What's your number two?
C-3PO cereal.
Okay.
So, I mean, talk about a
This was the 70s?
Actually, it was a little bit later. It was after Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So it was 80s.
Early 80s.
Yeah. So it's, of course, it's C-3PO from Star Wars. Just one more Star Wars thing that the kids have to have.
George Lucas needs money.
Yep.
George Lucas got to get paid. He should fucking come out with Jay-Z, just the both of them, talking about getting paid.
Now, the weird thing was, it was just such an unfun cereal for being Star Wars.
Why was it unfun?
It was dull. You took the dullest Star Wars character to be the face of your cereal.
Which one's C-3PO? The little robot?
He's the taller robot, the golden one.
No one likes him?
I guess not. He's just kind of a stick in the mud.
Yeah, I mean, he's
the hole.
So he's far from the favorite Star Wars character.
Because he's gay.
He's an effeminate robot.
Yeah, he's gay. All right, so that one, your problem was they picked the wrong character. What would you have picked?
Oh, I would have gone with a Boba Fett's.
See, I think that's the cool thing to say, Boba Fett. I get it. I would have went with Han Solo's, and they're like little O's.
Oh, shit. Maybe a little blaster. Like,
you know what would have been good is Wookiees.
Oh.
Wookiee cookies.
You
or
don't
whatever.
Like fucking Harry, though, right?
Cereal.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Saw some Jabba the Hutts. Who was after Jedi would have been perfect.
Oh, and then big and fucking. They should have sold that as silly putty.
Oh.
All right, so that one didn't make it.
No, it's gone too.
All right, so are these collectibles, by the way? Do people collect these weird cereals because?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then something like C-3POs would be very collectible. Because it's part of the Star Wars universe.
Star Wars Nation, I like to say. All right, now we move on to number 3. Number 3.
Pop-Tarts Crunch. Nobody was asking for Pop-Tarts to be reinvented.
I don't know. It seems like I think it's going to make it.
Kids were already eating Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, but now you get to have them in a bowl. Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, that was their slogan. Pop-Tarts that fit in a spoon.
Oh, I like it.
So,
that's a good angle, actually.
You know what would be great is then the kids could pretend that they're giants, and you're just sitting there eating that tiny Pop-Tart. Like, this is good. I'm gonna eat a whole lot of them. You didn't have this Road Rash?
I don't know why you call me Road Rash, but no, I never had Pop-Tarts Crunch.
Too bad, because it sounds like it was delicious. Now, did they come in all the Pop-Tarts flavors?
Just 2. The brown sugar cinnamon and the frosted strawberry.
Were they mixed together or separately?
Those were separate. You had to buy them separate to get the 2 flavors.
I like to mix cereals if we had different kinds. I felt like I was a fucking genius. All right, what else you got?
Next is Urkelos cereal.
Based after the Fun TV character. Now, they think that they can just throw O's on the end of any fucking name.
Uh-huh.
Like it's the Washington Redskin O's. Holy shit, write that down. Every fucking NFL team could have cereal just for their fucking kids that live there.
I hope RG3's on the box. The circle must be the easiest fucking...
Are you going to pick RG3 this year?
I will 100% take him as a backup. I'm not gonna take him as my fucking main quarterback, but I will definitely take him as a fucking backup. I'm mock drafting all night, every night. I feel fucked up.
You honestly believe in the same way that people in Virginia does, that this guy is going to lead them to the promised land?
I'm basing it all on that goddamn Gruden camp he did with fucking RG3.
I hope they rerun all those in August so I can get into them. What did I just hear about Gruden? They're going to do something wacky with him. Is it a new show or something?
I hope.
I think I just read his name today. Tampa, biggest mistake they ever did, get rid of that man, huh, Fess?
It was not pretty after he left.
How could you get rid of John Gruden?
The only guy that ever brought you a championship. All right, so John Gruden's, that came out when?
Love the Grudenos.
No, different cereal. This is Urkelos.
I'm all confused now. All right, Urkelos, and they didn't last either?
No, they came and went. That was that was like 91 that Urkelos came out. And they were trying to put Urkel's face on everything. He was on lunch boxes, folders.
I'm going through some of these. Doug Flutie Flakes, I remember those. That was supposed to help out, I think, autistic kids or something.
Yeah, that was for fucked up kids.
Courtney Love, Vagina Smacks.
Oh.
Rich in Buffalo says, great list, Fezzi. Never heard of any of these, and I'm a cereal nut. Then you know what you would like? Grape nuts. They're not grapes or nuts. All right, what else you got, Fez?
And then finally on the 5, Cracker Jack cereal.
What? Were they little Cracker Jacks?
That's all right. See, you're thinking like a logical human person.
Thank you.
No, they look like tiny little tan puffs, like they were like Cocoa Puff shaped.
Did they come with peanuts?
Nope. It was just caramel flavored puffs.
By the way, I'm going to say this. I bet kids don't even know what Cracker Jacks are. Like, remember, even when you were a kid, you got a box of Cracker Jacks. You're like, what is this, 1900? You know what I mean? Like,
What was
even
the fucking
then,
old sailor on the fucking front of the thing?
Yeah, it just felt like beat up Atlantic City Pier. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like the Steel Pier. You should be eating them there, waiting for the horse to get prodded in the ass. All right, so...
And then they tried to, make a big deal about toy surprise inside. Well, cereals have been doing that forever, Cracker Jack. You weren't going to beat anyone on that angle.
One of the things that used to fucking enrage my dad is, like, if he came into the kitchen, and this is like how little I would be when I did it, and he would see me up to my armpit just fucking scrunching around in the bottom,
find that shit,
looking for some shitty bathtub submarine that looked so great on fucking TV that never worked.
It's awesome, though. You got to get it.
And I would be like, what is his problem? I can't fuck... And he'd be like, wait. I go, yeah, I'm going to fucking wait For a bathtub submarine?
You can't just eat the cereal first?
Do me a favor. Go read your paper, pal, because this fucking thing's coming out of there.
If you had to wait, then it was on, because if you had brothers and sisters, you know, you'd see them shaking the box into their bowl just trying to get the toy to come out. So they would get it.
I have to deal with that. I know Hicks didn't.
No. Own child, dog.
All right, so that's your 5. Go over their names again, Fez, and pick out the most bizarre.
All right, on the 5, Dunkin' Donuts cereal, C-3PO cereal, Pop-Tarts Crunch cereal, Urkelos cereal, and Cracker Jack cereal.
Who's going to get the Fez's Fart Award? Which one of these?
The C-3POs. It was the worst, and it was just to try to get kids to buy one more Star Wars thing.
You've turned anti-comic books, anti-Star Wars, which he used to be, and then anti-gay robot. I'm going to go, and I never heard of this, but the little Dunkin' Donuts thing is just, I'm going to pick as the most bizarre.
I just think Urkelos is really weird.
All right, so none of us, there's no agreement here.
Why they have Kramer Flakes, too, as the wacky fucking neighbor?
Hey, I would get that. Wayne in Kentucky, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hello, Ronald?
What can we do for you?
Yeah, I disagree with you saying that you should eat cereal any time of day. That's not proper nutrition.
It isn't. First of all, cereal isn't even proper nutrition. But the whole thing of limiting yourself. I mean, obviously, he's a man who's never smoked a joint in his life, and that's good for him, I guess. That's all part of his proper way of living. But I don't know of a human being that came home at night, was hungry, and didn't have a bowl of cereal. Grant, you're on the Run and Fez show. Grant. Once, twice. Let's move over to Brian in Detroit. You're on Run and Fez.
Donkey Kong cereal was terrible.
I never heard of this one either. Now, again, Donkey Kong's big, so they just sell...
Yeah.
They just slap a label on already existing cereal, which I'm going to guess about... all the celebrity cereals have to be that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And now they'll actually do, like, a Batman cereal. They've done that in the past, just for when the movie's coming out.
The big deal used to be, and this was like for 60 or 70 years, was if you got your picture on the Wheaties box, you were the greatest athlete in America at the time.
Yeah, you're the man.
Now, I don't even know if there is such a thing as Wheaties or anyone who eats it.
I think they still exist, and they still throw people on them, but...
I think I'd like to get my picture on Urkelos.
Strawberry banana flavored cereal.
Sounds kind of good. I'd fucking eat a box of that.
Here's one, Snoop Lions Wheatios. Snoop, you'll like this story. And by the way, if you go over to the iBang, that fucking trailer is hysterical. But Snoop Lion has thrown his hat into the ring and said he would be a judge on American Idol this year.
Oh, yes. I will start watching American Idol. I haven't watched a fucking single episode of that show.
Got to get past the lion.
The Snoop Lion's there. It's fucking high as fuck.
Ian, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B. $1,000,000.
Yeah.
Two things. First one is the Pop-Tart cereal is shit because the Pop-Tarts themselves don't have any filling in there, so it's not really a Pop-Tart. Second thing, my brother and I, we used to open up the bottom of the boxes first, and this way the prize is right on top.
My dad would have fucking crushed us if we did that. He had two things. Don't go opening the bottom of the thing. And 2 different knives! I don't want you putting the peanut butter knife in the jelly!
Alright.
Because he would try to like have some like toast and butter and put a little fucking jam on it and just get hunks of peanut butter.
Fucks up his breakfast.
And I'd be like, dude, I know it wasn't me. I know it wasn't me. I think it was Mom. She's crazy. I'm with you. I'm disgusted right now.
Awful.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. This ruins your breakfast, which makes me upset. So we're all upset.
Everyone's a loser in that situation.
My father was pretty easy to get along with, but there was a couple things like, I don't know what it was, just any fragment of peanut butter that was touching the jelly just drove him crazy.
What the shit?
I never even saw him eat peanut butter in his life.
Wow. Peanut allergy?
No. He just felt like he was a grown-up.
Oh, peanut butter's great.
I know, because Road Rash, you're a fucking nation of large babies. He comes from a different time. He was in World War II. What are you going to do? Sit around and have a fucking PB&J?
No, but only Reese's peanut butter cup. Infuse the peanut butter.
Okay, he was wiping out. He was taking the fucking Japs out of the Philippines.
Shit. Peanut butter's pretty good.
I probably shouldn't say Japs. Nips.
Oh, all right, that's worse.
Look, I haven't gotten over World War II. Is that a big fucking problem for people? I still have a problem with Germany, Italy, and Japan.
Japanese are still our friends now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Or are they lying in wait?
I'd be fucked up. I don't think they are, though.
That was the first 9/11. I like to say Pearl Harbor.
That was just totally separate from 9/11. Two different things.
You're like correcty today, aren't you? What are you, a fucking substitute teacher for the show? You're coming in, you're wearing your fucking glasses, you got the road rash all the way down your fucking side.
There's no road rash. I haven't been on a bike.
Brad, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Yeah, worst cereal was definitely had Mario Brothers and Zelda in the same box.
Yeah.
So
Sounds great.
Well, it was good, but you'd pour it, depending on which way you poured it, which cereal you wanted. You get some Mario in your Zelda, and you get some Zelda in your Mario, and it just sucked.
I mean, you can't make some of these kids happy. Let's go over to Jay. You're on the Run and Fez show.
This one had a long run, but I think it's gone now. Kix. They advertised the hell out of it. It tastes just like the box.
Yeah, the Kix was, and it was a really great ad campaign. We've taken tricks and sucked the flavor out of it. It's Kix.
Ugh.
Like they soaked them until the colors faded.
Soaked it. Oh. What are we watching here? Handball and what else?
It's a little handball. And they were swimming on, or maybe
Do me
water
a favor.
polo.
Don't limit me like you did yesterday.
I got all
This
three.
is girls handball.
I got all three NBCs on.
Right
that we
now,
have.
if we were, do you have Bravo on? Because that also runs a lot of
I know,
shit.
yeah, Bravo's run stuff. I don't think these TVs have Bravo.
Then I'm going to fucking take a goddamn brick and I'm going to start smashing TVs. That's what Elvis would do.
Track and field. Oh, it's rainy out there, ladies. Track and
Yeah,
field.
it's London town. Silver rain is falling down upon the dirty ground of London town. Finally starting fucking track and field. And now you're going to forget all about all the other sports. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this. And then what's the last thing? The marathon? Marathon is always the last event?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
I got a friend in that. Well, a friend of a friend.
Best of luck.
Best of luck to all of us. Coming up in a little bit, we're going to be talking about the United States and America. We'll have on a gentleman who we read about in Reddit. Quit his job, rode his motorcycle, 48 U.S. states, 100 days. Just cruised around, enjoying the country. And I guess all during this AMA, everybody could ask him any question, how much they cost, where did you stay, blah, blah, blah.
Ask me anything.
And we got into this, and we were like, I mean, once we started reading it, then we sat around after the show talking about where will we go, and then we start looking at maps. Like, what do? Do you crisscross?
What's the route?
Do you go up and down?
We gotta do
Fantastic. Fantastic way to spend the summer. And he did it by himself. I'm going to have road rash on the back of my bike.
All right, I'm not getting on that bike.
And at 2 o'clock, Dale Hughley, Unmasked. We're going to give away some big prizes on that, too. Do it up the right way. So much stuff going on today. Fez, I'm at the point right now, I want to have a day where I don't hear about the fucking chicken fillet or the gays. We put up stuff that made me hate both sides. The idiots all saying God bless America as they're fucking eating chicken like they're doing something. And then the effeminate guy who says he's not gay driving around and bitching at people, and he was fired today. The guy that you see on this thing, just like hassling some little girl who works there. How do you live with yourself? Just shut up, dude. Just get your free water and keep fucking moving.
Well, did he have to? And I'm totally I'm heterosexual, totally.
You ever run into a heterosexual who says that?
No.
No one ever does. They think that you assume it. Why are people confused that the trampoline is an Olympic event? It has been for like a couple now, right?
Yeah, it's been around.
And Fez, you never saw the bicycle stuff until yesterday. And I know that's been around just about your whole life.
Yeah, I've never seen that indoor bicycling.
With
the black wheels.
Done the show with me, and we've discussed it for many, many years, all the way back to the Run and Ron days, because we used to be obsessed with the fact that they would just stand there and nobody would leave. And they would, because you don't want to be the first person who goes out.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, this is the worst sport ever. You're not even trying. Like one of those, at one of the places were like 40 minutes or something crazy. We got a new Bob Dylan song up. And we brought up Daytona Beach earlier. They're back in the news for the minor league umpire chucking out the organ player or music guy, whatever he does there. And this is like one of the oldest gimmicks in the book. There's a bad call. You play 3 blind mice. And then he throws out the music guy. And it's really WWE, but everybody just loves it. Minor league baseball is just fucking outstanding. By the way, if people are going, I don't know what to watch on the Olympics, I don't have to find it. Go over the Filtered Excellence on the iBank today.
There you go.
And we've got all the great stuff that you can watch already out for you. So you don't have to miss anything. Yesterday, what a nail biter. USA against Nigeria. I couldn't breathe. I'm like, please, guys, please, hold on to this win. Hold on to this win. I think we scored 156.
Uh-huh.
Now, I looked up on the thread there, and one of the commenters had gone, well, some sportsmanship. I don't know what you're supposed to do. They just started shooting from the outside, and they were making tons of threes.
It was like 70% from the field or something.
It was crazy. And, like, what are you supposed to do? We don't have anyone bad on the bench. The worst player that we have was last year's best college player. The guy's destined to be a star. So you don't have, by the way, did you watch it at all yesterday?
I didn't watch any of the basketball.
It was fucking adorable. So it's time for him to go in. He starts to take off his jacket.
Yeah.
He wasn't wearing his USA shirt. You just like, we don't understand why, but everybody is fucking rolling on the ground and fucking, we're up by about 80. They're just punching the floor. And I'm like, are they laughing at the Nigerians?
Oh, no.
And then, no, this kid said he didn't want to get his shirt sweaty, so he didn't wear it during warm-ups. And then he went and forgot to put it on, which is just perfect.
It's hysterical.
It's just great. This thing has been filled with just so many great stories already. Yeah, I know everybody's mad at NBC, but, just get a phone app or get on your computer. That guy that fucked up the gymnastics for us yesterday without doing a spoiler alert, I still think I couldn't have dodged that story by the time it actually came on.
Every news outlet's picking up every big win.
Everything.
If you go on the internet.
ESPN has no problem, any of their shows, announcing winners because they're not tied in with it at all.
Yeah, they want to fucking just blow it all up. They don't care.
This rumor was going around Jimmy Fallon to host the Oscars with Lorne Michaels doing it. ABC immediately put up a stink because Jimmy Fallon's their guy. He's up against, Jimmy Kimmel is their guy. And I guess they didn't want Jimmy Kimmel, even though they're on ABC. I already understand that the story's squashed. But I got another rumor for you that I think is great. Fallon, as you know, is just killing it.
Strong.
At 12:30. Everybody loves him. He's the nation's little brother. The idea, move him to 11:30 to do the Tonight Show. Then Jay Leno drops down to 10 o'clock. And you've got a full entertainment package.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, but this time, Conan isn't going to be stinking it up for everybody.
Oh, Fallon will be the one crushing and doing a better job.
You don't think that Fallon would do great at 11:30?
I think Fallon's awesome, but why would they do this again? It's fucking crazy.
I don't know if you
talk.
saw Jay lately, but, it's not going forever.
But when was the thing? 2 years ago Conan happened?
Jay has made sure not to announce
I don't
his
know.
retirement
But it was the
again.
last time I really cared about fucking late night TV is when all that happened. It was great.
I watched the last fucking week of Conan's.
That was the last time you watched him when he was on NBC?
Yeah.
And he was crushing it. So I think it's going to work this time. I do. I honestly think it's going to work. Why don't we take a break here? We come back, and we're going to start talking. All we got is August left, dudes. And if you've got kids, I think kids go back in a couple of weeks.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, they do. Depending on where you live in the country, I got nieces and nephews in Florida, and they go back mid-August.
Oh, if you're a kid, you must be having a fucking freak out right now.
I would be fucking losing it.
Like, it's over. Time's running out.
And then you're going to have on fucking tight, itchy pants. You're going to be wearing socks and shoes again. Your hair has to be cut. You can't sleep till noon.
It's not even worth it.
You know, I remember being a kid, I would sleep, like, during the summer. I would sleep to noon every day. I would wake up and just hear birds, and I'd be like, fuck, summer is so great. It's just, it's the only way I can wake up properly is if I wake myself up.
Yeah.
If someone else wakes me up, I hate that person. And if a clock goes off, I'll destroy it.
Just lose it.
I honestly believe that the only way to wake up is to just wake up naturally.
It's the best way to do it.
You know how they do these slow food things?
Yeah.
Try to put together a book on slow sleep.
Yeah.
How to just really take your time and ease that shit up in the morning. Ease it up. But if you don't have kids, you should be thinking where you're going to be spending whatever, time we have this summer, driving around throughout America, which is great. So coming up, we'll have the story with Eric, who's on Reddit for Doing America Up Right. 100 days, 100 nights, traveling around America on a motorcycle. Camped out, crashed with people.
This just sounds so fucking
He didn't do some kind of all-inclusive package like a dullard. We've got an all-inclusive package. Did you like your vacation, though?
Yeah. It was just fucking booze on the beach.
I really don't like being at the same place for a week, though. I do like moving around a little bit.
By the end of it, yeah. Well, I was just getting so fucking whacked. It just...
But you do that here.
But now the fucking beach is fantastic over there.
Did you swim?
I was in the water. Didn't really swim all that much.
You came back with 0 tan from Jamaica.
I went down to 70 SPF.
Well, all right. So, Mr. Daring.
Like a French fry.
We'll break. We'll be back with that story. Dale Hughley coming up. Lots more. Make sure you check out the girls with the perfect asses, the volleyball players. They're unbelievable. Right back. It's the Ron and Fez Show.